subtitles on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Hey, what's good? What's happening? What is going on? Back at it again. That's right. We took a week off so that we could, enjoy a little bit of a summer break. I hope you guys had a good week as well. I know that I did. I'm sure Mike did. And Mike's going by cheese and mac tonight, which just so happens today I had a macaroni and cheese and bacon panini from Wawa, and it was fantastic. So we're
So
gonna go
that's
ahead
like
and
in the sandwich.
in the sandwich. It's a panini with it has a grilled cheese and bacon and a little bit of
Sounds
salt and pepper. It actually was pretty damn good.
that sounds like a
So,
hell of a
so,
carbo load if you're about to run a
oh,
marathon or
well,
something.
I'm carving up. I got a golf round tomorrow morning, so
I don't
I,
think you need carbs for that.
I don't think I need carbs. Period. I'm like a fucking baked potato over here. I'm gonna blow up. I'm so fucking carved up and fat.
You look like
Uh,
one giant carb.
I am. I am. That's what I'm like. You know, yeah. They say what's the body made up of? What, like 80% water or some bullshit like that? They
I
say
think more than that, 90
what,
something.
90%. Well,
Yeah,
fuck. I'm like 99%
carbs,
carb. All fat,
hydrates,
baby. I'm just
carbohydrates.
just hydrate. I'm just hydrate. Yeah, I am super fucking fat, but that's okay. Um, we're getting ready to go to Miami, and I cannot wait to see you there, my friend. It's gonna be a
I,
good time.
I am stoked. I cannot wait. I've been looking at stuff every day.
I know you have, and you're gonna have to lower your little bit of your expectations. You are thinking you're gonna have the food trip of your life. I mean, we might not be able to make all of these food places. And what's funny is you people might think Mike's talking about, oh, we got to go see this. No, he's fucking
Go to the
talking about
beach.
restaurants. He wants to fucking eat without having to feed his family with him. He's just gonna go nuts. He's like, it normally costs me $150 for my whole family. It's gonna cost me 200 by myself.
Yeah.
You fatty. Mike's like so excited to eat food. He sent me a menu already. I mean, this fucking
Had
guy.
you said you got a boner when you looked at it?
Well, easy. Easy. It's a family friendly show. Not
Since
really.
when?
That's right. That's true. So it's Monday night. We are live on the YouTube. So if anything happens after this, we don't really know because we're not paying attention. And whoa, God bless America. That was
Turn the news on.
turn the news on. That was actually us.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, so if something happens between now and Friday, well, fuck you. We're sorry because we will have no idea. We won't know. There'll be no way of knowing
And we're
because
definitely not updating the show just for that,
that's right. We're
whatever it
not.
is.
We are not. I did listen to our buddy St. Joe today. I actually enjoyed the podcast, the podcasty. Talking about kids going back to school, part of it, and the sun and everything. And this, uh, I remember when Jay went to school, and it's I don't know, what's that time of year when you get to see everybody's little ugly munchkins all over social media. First
With
day
a
of
little, yeah.
school, first day of third grade, first day of senior year, first day, last day, first day, last, first, last day. Go fuck yourself, mom. Not everybody cares to see your kid. I know I don't. And I guess I say that, but the truth is, I love seeing pictures of your kids. I love seeing pictures of Beeb's kids. Um, so that's a lie, but I mean, it gets a little. I mean, that's all I see. First day of school, back to school.
Well, I don't know about you, but I can for sure say that my favorite time of year was always going back to school. Like fall, like the weather starts cooling off, like you get that, especially up north, you get that nice crisp smell in the fall,
I
and
loved
like
it. I mean, it
everything
brought
just feels nicer. And then you go
everything was
back and you
awesome.
see all your, yeah, you see your friends you hadn't seen in forever. You have your new clothes on, your new pair of shoes, you feel all badass, and then the
You
year
can run
drags on, and then
faster,
it's
jump
fucking
higher.
February, and then you want to kill yourself, and you just gotta drag it out till May.
I mean, I always loved it because I mean, it was for me. I mean, I loved it because it was football season and
Oh
playing
yeah,
football more than watching it. I was excited to
yeah, in
be able
high
to
school.
go get the you go in, you've been working out doing the field workouts all week, all summer long. You go in, it's first day, you get the helmets and the pads. That checkout day was the best, babe. And the worst was probably the first week of practice was always no contact, and I fucking hated it because
What it was like 2 or 3 a day practices,
yeah,
like
2 a days.
total
You
ass
want to
beating.
fucking bang heads with some of these dudes. You don't want to just like run around and play touch tag football. And no, I miss those days. It was a lot of fun. But We're
Pe-
still
pe-
excited for football.
People jumping in their trucks and driving around like fucking maniacs in town, like doing
Yeah,
stupid shit. Like everybody's all hyped up, like
that's right.
bunch
Friday
of
night football
morons.
is real. It's real in Texas, which is very real in Florida, where big super football powerhouses in high school football. But I mean, the truth is, even if you're in South Dakota or
Wyoming.
Minnesota, Wyoming, in the
Football was
west,
huge
the
at my school.
western, I mean, everywhere. Football is huge, and it means a lot to the kids. And I remember it; it was great. I miss it, but nonetheless, we all love football. At least I know Mike and I do, and a lot of the people that we associate with do. And last year we did a power ranking, and this year we're going to do one as well. But last year we kind of mulled through it, and it just seemed like we kind of drug down a little bit. So this year
We fumbled
we
and
just
bumbled and
we kind of bumbled it, but it was actually I think it was Mike's first episode with me, wasn't it? It was a
it might
guest
have been.
episode,
Yeah, maybe.
and I'm pretty sure it was. So, we'll do it every year, but this year I think we got a little better way of doing it. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to get to follow along, and that's awesome. We appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our sheet here, and it's now. Yeah, I think you can see it.
Dude, we
I
got
hope you can.
technology out the ass right now.
Now it is just rolling. I don't know what all you can see, but I think that's good enough right there. We're gonna, as you can see over here, we've got Super Bowl contenders, 14 plus wins. There's 17 weeks or 17 games in the regular season now, right, Mike?
Sure.
Well, I think there is.
I don't know. They keep changing it and whining
okay.
about it, and I don't know.
So we got Super Bowl contenders. We've got playoff hopefuls at 10 to 13 wins. Playoff misses, but had a good season, I guess. 7 to 9 wins. Mediocre team, kind of a basement dweller. And then we've got the booty holes. The must have a Bobby D as a head coach. 3 to 0 wins, like nothing. We're talking nothing. And
losers is what that category is called.
We're talking mega losers. I mean, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. So Mike, you get the first 3. I want to start in the basement. Give me 3 teams that you think are definitely going to be
some dwellers.
Some dwellers.
Let's see. I think the Cardinals are going to be some dwellers.
I agree with that. Have you seen what their quarterback is wearing at practice? Yeah, he's wearing a sports bra.
He looks like Tracy Morgan on The Longest Yard.
That's so true. Oh, you know what? I think I'd like to add Houston. I think the old Houston Texans got nothing to work with. I mean, they are some basement dwelling Hoosers. Big time.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Well, you might as well put Jacksonville down. Just kidding, Cab. Gosh, darn it.
Duval.
I know Chicago's supposed to be better this year.
And they don't have to be in that bottom tier. If you think they're going to get more than 4 wins, you can throw them up in mediocre action.
I'll put Chicago in the next tier. I don't think they're going to be great, but I don't think they'll be as bad as those 2 teams right there.
I can agree with that. A little mediocre bear action.
There can only be so many total bottom fucking feeders.
That is true. Another team that was good for a couple years.
Do certain things.
Nice. This is what I'm.
It helps if you turn off whatever the fuck you're watching, Cab.
Can you hear me?
I can see hear you. 5 head.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Would you like to put your place in for like what team you would think would be a Super Bowl winner?
Okay, Super Bowl winner. We're going with this one. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, we're not putting that up there.
Okay, you gotta love the fighting Trevors. You you can't put us in the 7 to 9 win. We did that shit last year.
Okay, what about?
That's right where it stuck.
What about here? I think this seems pretty good.
What is that?
Ambitious.
That's 10 to 13 wins. Playoff hopefuls. I would say playoff guaranteers.
Oh, we making the playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna change this.
Oh, we making the playoffs. Because that AFC South, they're not good. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I agree. So Keb's outside remotely joining us tonight, which is actually I didn't know that we could do this. So I'm happy that I know that somebody can mobily join the unit.
You know, I can tell you how I did it, but then I'd have to pray about it.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead
You
and
know.
won't worry about that. I actually want
It's
to add
nice
to the
hearing all
mix.
the
Since we're
locusts and grasshoppers in the back.
yes, I mean,
Hey,
since,
I live in the fucking forest, man. I mean, I'm glad my Wi-Fi's working out here.
at least you're not in Maui. I would
Yeah.
like to add a Florida team to the mediocres, and we're talking Sherman mediocre. We're talking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Books.
I don't even know if they'll win 4 games. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, though. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I tell you, you guys are going to Miami to watch Miami play Denver, right?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, Miami's a good team.
Miami, if their defense, I'm telling you this, if their defense holds up and Tua stays healthy, they're going to be damn hard to beat.
That's true. It's very true.
Well, I think then they won't be the only Florida team in that 10 to 13 win category.
Probably. Also, as the Two Penny podcast official sports correspondent,
yes.
I do have an obligation to tell you that the Atlanta Braves are currently beating the New York Yankees 8-2 in the 5th inning.
Now that's an ass whooping, boy. That's a whooping. Who's pitching tonight?
Max Fried for the Atlanta Braves. He's still in. And Mr. Schmidt for the New York Yankees got knocked out in the bottom of the third.
He deserved it, it sounds like. So I know you're watching that, so
I tell you what, pretty much every game I've watched of the Texas Rangers this year, it doesn't matter if they're down by like 10 in the 7th, they still manage to come back and score like 30 points in the last couple innings.
Okay, well, Mike, it's called a run, not a point.
Score.
Okay.
Touchdowns.
It's a run, not a point. And the Rangers are good, man. Too bad they're going to lose to the Astros in the ALCS. That's who I got them losing.
It's hard to beat cheaters, so that's fine.
Well, they don't cheat anymore, but yes, they did cheat.
they might. Who knows?
Yes,
But
they did.
I'm happy for baseball, but I want to talk football.
Okay, well, 1 second. I'm gonna let you guys get back to it. I just want to say this to everybody out there listening. Duval.
All right, bye bye.
Good night.
Thanks, brother. See ya. Awesome. We appreciate the Mr. the Keb. I don't know how he's got to stop and finish his. He's got to make sure he ends his recording.
All right, go ahead and slide that Jaguar down a spot.
You want it down? Okay. I think that I don't know, the couple of crap teams. Let's go ahead and throw some crap teams out here. We don't have to talk about them. I think the Rams are going to suck.
I don't think Green Bay is going to be very good.
Okay. Mediocre.
With
I
their
don't
new
think
quarterback.
that. I also let's see. I don't know. I don't think Indianapolis is going to be that good either. Let's go there. Yeah. And
Okay.
so now we're getting
the
down
Steelers.
to some nitty-gritty.
Let's. I think we put the Steelers on one of the bottom 2 categories. To be honest,
Okay, you want the Steelers down there.
let's go ahead and put them with the basement dwellers.
You want them with the dwellers down here, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
All righty.
They don't even have like
Okay.
a real quarterback.
That is true. What about some Cleveland Brownies here?
They could. I think they'll be 7 to 9 wins.
Okay, I think that's pretty bold there, pal.
Well,
Pretty bold.
we'll see.
I think the Redskins are going to be right up here in that whole 7 to 9 as well.
Just barely missed the playoffs.
Yep,
Yeah.
I sure do. I'm gonna
Hey,
put
I
the
know-
Giants there too.
I don't know if you're going to fight me on this, but I think the Broncos will be right in that territory. I think they'll figure out a way to win more games than last year, but I don't think they're going to be contenders by any means.
Okay. I don't know. 7 to 9 might be a little stretch for me for the Broncos first year, but I hope so. I hope that Russell Wilson can pull his head out of his ass with a real coach. So
Yeah, I think it'll help.
so that obviously you got Kansas City's got to go in one of these spots because
Yeah, you might as well
I
put
mean,
them and
put them up
Cincinnati
there.
on the top and the Bills.
I agree. Them Buffalo Bills, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. I think the fracking Eagles are going to be there. And unfortunately, I think the Cowboys will be there
Yeah.
too, and I hate them. Uh, what do you got here? You can see these, so pick some and tell me where to put them. I think the Raiders, we know where they're going.
Let's do Dolphins at 10 and 13. Between 10 and 13 wins.
Okay.
Raiders, I think, are going to be 4 to 6.
All right.
I think they're kind of struggling right now. I don't really have a quarterback either.
I agree. I definitely agree with you.
Let's see. The Chargers will probably be 7 and 9.
Okay. That's a strong AFC West.
Is it?
Yeah.
A couple 500 teams and
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's what do you think? What's next?
I think San Francisco is probably going to be about right here.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Actually, I think they're going to be up here.
Yeah,
San
let's
Fran's
bump
got a
them
pretty
up.
strong team. I think that Seattle should be right in here. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs. I definitely think the Jets have a shot to be up here with their quarterback if they all follow suit. Detroit's a good team, but I think they're going to probably be middle of the road. The Falcons, I think they're probably going to be down here.
Vikings probably 10, 13, that area.
Really? I like that. They do have a great offense, but
Yeah.
fuck these guys. I don't think that'll happen. Their coach won't let it happen. You know what? Those motherfuckers will probably get to right here.
Yeah.
New Orleans, I think they're kind of down here. We got three more. The Panthers, the Ravens, and the Titans.
Let's say the Panthers aren't very good, are they?
I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
they'll be
let's
a
do
middle of the
4
road
and
team.
6 for them.
Okay.
Ravens. Let's do Titans 7 and 9, 7 and 9. Ravens 10 to 13, maybe.
Okay. So
Maybe Lamar
obviously
Jackson
with our
has
list,
a breakout year.
we don't have any Super Bowl contenders coming out of the NFC, which I think is
Somebody's got to.
little. It's a little ridiculous. So I think that in order for this to be fair, we have
That
to
makes
bump up.
sense.
We have to bump up these two idiots, and we have to take out one of these. And I'm actually going to take out the Bungles and put
Ooh.
them right here. And I think that we're lopsided here on the 10 to 13, but really that doesn't matter because 7 to 9 teams can sometimes actually make the playoffs, which really bothers a lot of people. But so, is there anything on this list that you think you would change? What do you think? I know people that are listening on Friday are like, "What the fuck? This sucks," but it's pretty
Well, no,
fucking
let's-
cool on YouTube.
Let's just run through it real quick and tell everybody the list.
All right, so our bottom dwellers, our shitty teams that you should not pick. I'll go with the green, the Bobby D's, the Cardinals, the Texans, and the Steelers. They suck. Don't look at 'em. That's right.
All right, and mediocre. We have 4 to 6 wins. We have Chicago Bears, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Los Angeles Rams, Green Bay Packers, Indianapolis Colts, Las Vegas Raiders, Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, and the Carolina Panthers.
True story. And don't forget about the 7 to 9ers. That's right. The guys that we think they might be okay, they might not. They're kind of throw ups. A little toss up in there. We don't really know. We got the I think they're probably going to finish in last place. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Truth is, we probably fucked. I mean, they should probably be up here, but okay. Jacksonville Jaguars, the Cleveland Browns, the Washington. What are they called now? The Generals?
Oh gosh, I should know. Sentinels?
No,
that's the replacements.
They're called the Generals, I think. The Redskins. That's funny that I don't know I think it's the Washington Generals. But I could be completely wrong. Guardians? No, the Guardians Galaxy. Anyway, I don't know. So we got the Washington.
No, that's baseball. The Indians changed to the Guardians.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is true. So we got the Redskins. Fuck whatever new shit is. Everybody's woke. The New York Giants, the Denver Broncos, our beloved Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers, Seattle Seahawks, the Detroit Lions, New England Patriots, and the Tennessee Titans.
Titans.
Houston Oilers. I miss that team. But anyway, and before I do this, Mike, before you go off with kind of our top 10, we should say, our top 10, I want to play a little bit of feel good music. That's right. Here we go.
Can't hear it.
Oh, man.
Ball sack. There it goes.
Ball sack. We can never hear it.
I heard you. I saw you bobbing your head, and I was like, "Oh, he's actually playing it."
I know it sucks. All right, go ahead. And
So
pick the
playoff
last one.
for sure. The 10 to 13 wins range, we believe, will be the Dolphins out of Miami, the San Francisco 49ers, the New York Jets, the Minnesota Vikings, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bungles, and that's right. We think these 4 teams have the best chance at making the Super Bowl. And I'm saying it again, Super Bowl. Even though people say you can't say Super Bowl, I just did. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Dallas Cowgirls, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh.
The Philadelphia Eagles. Even
The
Jay with his
Schmeagles.
messed up music. The Schmeagle Eagles. That's right. We
I
love
prefer them to the
Schmeagle Eagles.
Cowboys. I can tell you that right now.
I do
Even though
too.
their fans suck.
So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it, we have there's our list. If you're online, you want to take a picture, go ahead. Because guess what? We're getting ready to get rid of it. It's there, and now it's not. That's right. So that was kind of fun. We don't do a lot of stuff that's kind of YouTube based. So if you failed to tune in and catch that, well, tune in next time because it's kind of more fun when we do it that way than just talking.
Yeah, if you don't
Moving
like
around
it, go fuck
helmets.
yourself.
That's right. Pull a book out of the stupid history minute book and fuck yourself with it.
The book.
Stick it up your butt. You know, speaking of
Your
that, I wonder,
boosie.
you ever thought of your bussy? You ever wondered what you know how astronauts are in space and shit?
Sure.
Do you think
I-
astronauts masturbate?
I would assume they do.
Where do you think they put the goo?
I
The
think it just
gabagoo.
floats around.
Now, do you think its consistency has changed?
I think it's like the little circular bubbles.
Do you think it's little bubbles of goo?
Yeah.
Gabagoo of nut?
Yeah, some
Nutty gabagoo flying around the
floating
fucking
nut.
space center or the space station?
Sure.
If somebody knows, let me know what astronauts are doing up there in space,
Yeah, if we can find Buzz Aldrin
and ask him if he jerked the gherkin
on his
up
way
in
to the moon.
space shuttle. Yeah, or if he had maybe one of the other guys do it
Do
for
it
him.
for
You want to be famous? Jerk this dick. Jerk this dick. Jerk that. Twist the dick. Speaking of which, there are some pretty stupid fucking names in the NFL and pretty funny ones. Do you have a favorite NFL name of somebody? Like, there's players that are crazy.
Oh
Like
boy.
crazy player names. There are some really, really bad ones.
Well, there was a
Um,
guy named Ocho Cinco when I was growing up.
That is true, but he changed his name to Ocho Cinco. But a lot of these people did too. Guy Whimper, that's a pretty good one. But one of the best of all time is probably Dick Butkus.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's a pretty good name. What about this guy? He played for the Browns, Ben Gay.
Sure.
Ben Gay.
You been gay?
Aqib Talib. That's a fun
Badass.
rhyming name. Absolutely. What about Ashton Yabooty? Ashton Yabooty from the Jaguars. I think
That
that's
sounds
pretty cool.
appropriate for his team.
Absolutely. 100%. I mean, some other Greedy Williams. He plays for the Browns right now as a receiver. Or maybe he's a cornerback. I think he's a DB. Greedy Williams.
I don't know.
May. Get on
Look
that.
that up. Yeah.
Look that up right now. Thank you.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner. I like that. Juju Smith-Schuster. I always thought that was a good one.
That is.
What's another good one? Oh, with the Raiders right now, Rock Ya Sin. That's a good one. His first name is Rock. I actually knew a guy named Rock, and
I
it
do
was
too.
spelled
Well,
His name was Roch, and it was pronounced Rock, and that was his fucking name.
I think this was more of a nickname, but it's the only name I know him by. His
Mhm.
name was Rock.
What about Ha Ha Clinton Dix?
Haha.
You know,
That-
that's weird. His real name is Hassan. I don't know why they call him Ha Ha, but and I don't know of any other ones. I was looking at my list, but I couldn't find any more. But this 2 penny tips this week is actually not from somebody, it's from me. And I'm gonna ask you a question because it has to do with football.
Okay.
And it has to be to do with something that you're really good at. You're a degenerate and you like to gamble.
Sure.
It's probably one of the most well participated in pastimes and of people in this country.
Especially regarding sports.
100%. So that being said, when it comes to, let's say I want to try, okay, first of all, give me your kind of, you know what, this is pretty safe. What's one of the best bets you like to make on a Sunday? Like you jump on your online app. We're not giving anybody any names because, well, I'm not getting any sponsorship dollars and neither are you. So we're not going to do that. But let's say you're jumping online. What's the one bet? Take away the home team heart. But I'm saying the one bet that you're like, you know what, this is a bet that somewhat safe everybody should make. A little betting advice here from our non-bookie friend Mike. He's not a bookie. He's not.
Really. Well, you said you're not naming apps, but I will name one app just because I like the way that they format everything. And it's not that I can't give you a guaranteed win or anything, but it's called Prize Picks. And I think I sent that to you, but it wasn't working or whatever. But so like you get to basically parlay a bunch of different things. Like if this quarterback's going to throw over 150 yards with this running back getting X amount of yards, and you bet the over under on basically all these different bets. And then you can parlay them, which, you know, I think you can do up to 6 parlays in the one bet. And so that, I think it gives you like a 30 times multiplier. And so if you bet $5, you know, you're going to make a bunch of money on that, but it's really hard to get that many. I usually do 2 to 3.
What about Keb says stay away from the 12 play parlay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty tough to win.
That sounds tough. I know when I was in Vegas and we had a little cash money, we would go and we would bet three team or 3 game parlays.
Yeah.
Just because it was easy. We would usually do win and loss. We'd pick 3 teams to win, and that was pretty much our parlay. And the Nailed It with St. Joe podcast pops in and says, I like to bet heads.
So I assume he's just betting on the coin toss.
It could be.
Yeah,
that sounds
that's
like
a good
bet.
Yeah, that's a good one. 50-50.
50-50, baby.
But yeah, I've done all kinds of different stuff. I actually had a kid at work that put a VPN on my phone so that I could use a Canadian betting app so that I could like actually gamble while being in Texas.
What are the likes that this dude might be Asian?
10,000%.
God damn. The racism is real, people.
He is.
I know.
Can't deny that. And so, but really, I enjoy that Prize Pick app the most. Last year, I was able. You get a bunch of bonus stuff when you sign up, and if anybody's interested, I'll give them my bonus code so that we both get the bonus.
Jesus Christ, stop it. Not a hashtag sponsorship.
But I think I was able to play all season long with my initial investment of $200, which on a lot of betting apps, you can roll through that pretty quick and be.
Some of them even match you up to $1,000 and $500 and all this stuff. So I mean, you can do your thing. But so you think that was you said it's 6 team parlay?
Yeah, but you're not betting on teams. You're betting on players.
Oh. And do they ever have any circumstance where they're saying like Aaron Rodgers from the Jets going to throw for 300 yards and running back Morris from the Seattle Seahawks is going to run for 100? Do they ever cross team bet? I mean, that'd be so weird if they did.
Yeah, you can go pick anything. You can.
Okay, so you're just kind of picking.
You can mix and match sports. You can go NFL to MLB to. You can even bet on video game stuff like this guy will get this many kills in this Costco match. Like, oh yeah,
CS:GO
or CS:GO, whatever.
Yeah, You sound. I
Um,
mean, I think this is something that Kev might. I mean, well, you're a degenerate. Kev's a degenerate.
and they
Um,
do a Taco Tuesday deal where like they'll take a guy's projected stat for or whatever and like bring it down by 20% or whatever. So it's a better bet for you. And I've won a lot of money on those ones too.
nice. I mean, hey, one of the best baseball players ever was a degenerate. He liked to gamble. Oh, Petey Rose. Let me tell you what. Fuck the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame and the sports writers that have not allowed him in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, back to the bet. So that's a good one. If you had to say the easiest bet, would it be like a one game win or loss? Would it be like a one player to do this or that? I mean, what do you think the most? I mean, I could look it up, but what's the most common bet? You think
Like just statistically,
just wins and
what
losses? You
bet?
think?
Yeah, that'd be my
I mean, I'm
guess.
talking football because we're talking football. I mean, I know there's baseball that has bets and hockey, and they are going to have different. What do they call them? The outside bets, the different ones.
Hmm.
Shit, I can't think of it. There's a name for bets that aren't. They're just like if there's going to be a fumble.
Oh yeah,
on the kickoff.
yeah.
Damn it! I know there's a word for it. Somebody will chime in. Kev will help us out here because I don't know. But it's
The outrights or the outrights like I think is like who's gonna win the Super Bowl, who's gonna win this championship or that championship.
yeah. Those are probably the most common ones. What's the biggest bet? Um, I don't want no money, but I'm like percentage wise that you've won. Like let's say you won 30 times your money, you won 10 times. I mean, what's the biggest one you think you've won?
Um, I would think probably
Future bets? Is that what they're called? Futures? Kev responded and says
I don't
futures.
know.
I don't know if that's what they're called. But I can't think of it. It's like, I mean, they usually have a bunch of them during the Super Bowl. Like, oh, this team will have the first
Oh
fumble,
yeah,
or this person's gonna get, stub their toe or some shit, or gonna fuck a cheerleader.
they'll even bet on like
I hope it's
people
me.
singing or like what songs that will be sung at halftime, shit like that. Prop
Yeah.
bets, yeah. I think
Prop
that's right.
bets. There's Kevy. Kevy. We appreciate it, brother. That's our two penny sports correspondent reaching in and tacking in all the way down from the forest of Jacksonville, Florida. Yes,
We're
thank
deep
you
in
very
the
much.
Everglades.
In the Everglades.
With
Need a banjo playing. Anyway, so what's the biggest percentage? Hit me with your best
probably
shot.
like 6 to 8 times. I'm thinking. I haven't won like a
Nice.
huge one, but I've won some decent ones.
I think the best I ever did, and it's not that great. I went into Harrah's, one of the places of Harrah's in Vegas, and
Hmm.
we had just got done playing our caddying that day and had some cash Reno on us. And I came in and um, I bet football, and I picked 3 college football winners, and I think I bet $100 and I won $1,200 because I
That's
got them
good.
right, and that was
Yeah.
really good. Which I thought was weird because they didn't have it changed. Like you could pick 3 ringers, or like I guess ringers per se, but they still had to um, they had to cover the points or whatever
The
it
spread,
was.
yeah.
Spread. So I'm not a big better. Kev says my favorite is what color is the Gatorade that'll be doused upon the coach at. That is a good prop bet. Um, I'm sure there's a lot of good ones. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the stupid history minute can talk about
They should
prop bets.
dive on in.
They should dive into that Gatorade. Haterade. What? Anyway, so Mike's a degenerate and he likes to gamble. So that's the tips for the week. Well, if you had to tell somebody to make a safe bet, you would say tell them to go make a 3-game parlay or something.
Yeah, like I wouldn't call it safe. It's really hard. That's why it's called gambling. But
Yeah.
if you can find some games that you think are for sure, just do a 2 or 3 parlay and try to maximize your bet a little bit. But you always lose when you try to go too big. It's just the it's intentional that they do it that way. That's why it's 1 in
Like that
1,000
guy that
odds or like stupid shit like that.
there's a guy that bets PGA golf tournaments. I was reading a little article about him today. He bet, I think he bet $10 on Lucas Glover to win the last event of the regular season in the PGA Tour. It hit, and I think it was like 3,500 to 1 or something.
Yeah.
So
That's
he
great.
won a lot of money. Yeah. But when he does that, he always presses. He when he wins that, he presses his bet. I don't know if he put in all of it or how he did it, but he bet on, so he pressed it and Lucas Glover as the pick again. And PGA back-to-back winners in the PGA Tour does not happen very often.
Except
He did it this week.
for that
Lucas
time.
Glover, the sweatiest swamp ass I've ever seen on TV. His pants were soaked through. Like there's no way he wasn't dying under there. And I guess it was 110 degrees real feel down there in Memphis.
Oh, it's been fucking hot here.
And so he was a sweaty mess. But he doesn't even wear gloves. He's an old school guy. He's older. I think he's
His name's Glover and he
39
doesn't
or
wear gloves.
43 years. Exactly. What a missed opportunity there.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, what the fuck? Mr. Lucas No Glovers. No glove, no love, baby. But yeah, so he won 2 in a row, and that guy won a shit ton of cash.
Probably
Lucas
more
can
than
do it
Lucas
this way.
Glover won in the tournament.
Could have been. That's right. All right. So moving on. It's time for a little bit of that musical ministry with Mr. Cheese and Macaroni Mike.
All right.
Talk
So
to
I
me.
picked something that is exploding right now,
Oh,
and
On my
potentially
face.
people have heard it on Instagram or Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Because in the last week, this song has become the #1 song on iTunes, which I read today. And the song we played, Jason Aldean's song, is now #3. But this guy actually has 2 songs now that are #1, even though nobody ever heard of him until like a week ago. And his name is Oliver Anthony. And if you're looking for him, you look up Oliver Anthony music and you'll find his songs. And he is a, backwoods Virginia guy. But the song I picked is called Rich Men North of Richmond. And essentially, to me, it's like, kind of protest music from the 70s. It's kind of like that, but for modern day culture. I feel like a lot of people are pretty frustrated with the path that the country is headed right now. And it kind of deals with that. And it apparently has struck a chord with a large population of people where this song has just exploded over the last week. And this guy who nobody recognizes or knew previously, and I think he's going to be a pretty big deal now.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah.
All right.
So he just got signed. Basically, he didn't have any record deals or anything. He just was. I think he was recording his own music, and he put out like a video of him in the woods playing this song, and it's already gigantic. And so I think you're going to hear a lot of this going forward.
I haven't heard this. I did hear the intro when we were testing it, and I must say, I'm a little scared. This sounds very fucking hillbilly. So yeah, let's get into it. Rich men north of Richmond.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows foolish politicians. Look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men.
Right. Rich men north of Richmond. I'm assuming his north means Washington, D.C.
Yes, that would be accurate.
Uh, I don't know. It sounds. I mean, like you said, a protest song, kind of a hillbilly protest song.
It reminds me of like Bob Dylan from back then.
Yeah.
Except, kind of opposite, but sort of similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is they're on different ends of the spectrum, but yeah, you're right. Kind of
Or
folkish,
Clearwater Revival, that kind of shit.
folkish hillbilly, shit. I don't enjoy the music, the hillbilly banjo picking, whatever the fuck he's doing. I can only imagine that his hair is long. He's got a beard and he's got long fingernails. I've never seen the man, but I'm guessing.
There's dirt under the nails, Jay.
There's dirt. There's some fucking dirt underneath them nails. Let me tell you what, boy. God damn. Praise God. Amen. Hallelujah. Yeah, so I'll give that 2 thumbs down, of course. No big deal. 2 thumbs down for the #1 song on iTunes. Like, I give a fuck about the rankings on iTunes.
Yeah,
It's not even called iTunes anymore.
That's only the one I or Apple Music or whatever. I don't even know what it's called because I don't do Apple, but
It's called Apple Music.
That was just an article I read, so I don't know about other charts or stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I imagine he's flowing up if he's in one spot. I'm sure he's in others as well.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, good for him. And I mean, there's no doubt there's talent there. I get it, but and obviously he wrote some strong words that are. I think the lyrics of it. It sure ain't helping the woke crowd think that the conservative, Southern movement is anything less than hillbilly.
I don't know. I imagine it resonates with a lot of people.
Oh, there's no doubt. You live down there in that shit, bud. Come on, don't say you don't have any doubt. It's just a fact.
I'm in the city, bud.
You're still in the South. You're down there in the America's butthole called Texas.
It's swampy right now.
You're not even the chode of Oklahoma. You are the state of Texas.
I'm like
you
a sweaty
butthole. That's right. Florida's the penis. You guys.
Well, the spot right between the penis and the ball sack. Whatever. There should be a name for that if there's not.
Oh, there is. It's called the taintus.
The taintus?
Yeah, because it taint the taint, but it ain't the anus. It's the taintus.
Not the taint.
No, the taint's between the balls and the booty hole. We're talking that little skin that you can grab right upon the balls and the ding dong.
No. Yeah, that.
It's the same thing that's underneath your tongue that connects your tongue to your mouth.
Except, yeah,
it's the dick
makes
gizzard.
it so that keeps that thing from flying away.
It's the dick gizzard. It's not quite as cool as the golden gobble, but it is the dick gizzard.
The glizzy.
Dick gizzard, the glizzy gobbler, baby. Speaking of which, you guys know this guy on TikTok that says, say hi to your sister, brush your hair, all that stuff. The Italian weirdo that eats all the sandwiches, the ugly motherfucker.
I don't think so.
I'll have to get his name for you, but I'll send you some video. My sister and me and her husband went and ate at a breakfast lunch, kind of a brunch spot called Comfy.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked by a place called Joe's Bagels, which I love. And this guy was walking out. He went in there and I don't know if he did a review, if he was just in town because Belmar's on the shore and it was a Jersey Shore kind of weekend. This guy's from New York. But he's got a long ass nose. He looks like a dick. It's like a dick on his face. That's
Did you
all
say
right.
anything to him?
Nah.
You were like,
No,
"Hey,
no.
you're the guy."
Hey, you're that guy. No, I didn't. But he jumped into a blacked out limo tent, Mercedes MG something bullshit I'd never seen before. That's pretty badass. He was not driving it, but he was in the back.
That's even better.
So who knows? Absolutely. I'm so fucking rich. I got fuck you to driving money. I'm glad the summer's almost over up here in the Jersey Shore because we get too many we get all the Benny and the Jets. They come fucking running down here and flood the fucking shore. It's crazy.
They're snapping down the
Oh
boardwalk.
yeah, the Jets are just fucking walking down there. They're fucking cool cats, man.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, that was a weird laugh. I like the way you laugh. Fuck off. And fuck off, everybody. Anyway, hey, I'll do it real quick. If we have a lot of good friends in this industry. We sure do. We have a lot of friends. They love us. We love them. They talk about us. We talk about them. If you want to see the entire lineup, do yourself a favor and head on over to unfpod.com today.
There's a little something for everybody.
That's right. There's everything. I mean, there's some faith-based stuff. There's some funny comedy stuff. There's St. Joe.
There's some not funny comedy stuff.
Not funny at all. Just kidding, St. Joe.
That's not what I was just
That's what you were talking about. That's why you wouldn't come on the show with me and St. Joe.
I was busy. Actually, I was.
No, you told me like
I was at work.
I don't like that St. Joe guy.
I was at work.
You were like him and all his lists. He's always making lists. Why don't you make a list of the best podcasts on unfpod.com?
Well, we'd have to.
That's what you said.
Listen to all of them then. I don't have
That's
time
what
for
you
that.
said. Hypno Wellness. I
You
tried
gotta
to
pick
listen.
what you like.
I fell asleep. Matter of fact, I'm still not awake from listening to Hypno Wellness.
You're a sleepy guy.
I'm sleepy. I'm stoned. I'm stoned on her fucking vocal awareness.
And weed.
And weed. And drugs. Drugs, Danny. I'm doing all the drugs, baby. Anyway. So yeah, head on over to unfpod.com and you can check out all the Unfiltered Studios presentations, including our good buddy Cab, who happened to join us earlier for a quick joint. And he said, "Hey, Duval." That's how I'm going to say it. Doesn't need to be shouted, but he said Duval loudly.
Well, you'll have to lower the volume on that part of the show when you edit it.
Fuck it.
Just make
Who
it
gives
a
a fuck
whisper.
about these people's ears? I just want to fucking
They're-
get in there.
Their Bose speakers in their car. Just
Yeah. Boom, blow those motherfuckers. But the Stupid History book is coming out very soon, and I'm hoping he's probably done with his edits, which is good. Somebody asked me if I wanted to write a book called Two Penny Star, and I said no,
thank you.
no thank you, because this book's still being written. This book is like on chapter 3.
Well, and use code 2penny at checkout so that we get our 5-cent royalty per sale.
That's right. If you head on, if you go, you can pre-sale right now at unfpod.com for the book, for the 2 penny or for the Stupid History Minute book, and we get royalties, 5 cents out of every sale
per book. Yeah,
per book. Absolutely, it's going to be a New York Times bestseller. I guarantee it. It's
You're gonna
it's
like
gonna
the way
be
you look.
it's gonna be divine toilet talk. It's gonna be good. Oh, by the way, did you listen to the Refiltered? The boys came back. They were really good, and um, Beebs talked about his tushy experience, his bidet experience.
Yes, and he splattered his penis
Splattered his wiener.
because he didn't realize you're not supposed to like be standing up looking at it when you use it.
Well, what's funny is he turned around and sat backwards, thinking it was gonna be a nice, good wash.
He reverse cowgirled that bitch.
He's hugging that fucking. He's hugging the back, the water container, whatever the tank. He's hugging the tank.
Well, that's the best place to put
Beebs.
your Bible when you're taking a
Well,
shit.
yeah, he's. oh, that's not funny, dude, at all. Okay, it is. I need to get Beeb's thoughts on some Bible stuff, by the way.
Okay. Sound like you need to go on Finding Your Way.
I do need to go on Finding Your Way. It's a great podcast about finding your way. And I am definitely
protein.
Not the where protein, no. We're talking about the finding the Yeezus route. The Yeezy.
And
That's the first Yeezy.
Floppies.
The Jesus, the flippity flops.
Because that's
in
what
your
Jesus
mama's
wore.
mouth. He wore them Jesus Juice 3000s. But somebody said, obviously there was Adam and Eve, but apparently there was some demon named Lilith. Did you know about this?
Mm-mm.
Did you know that there was a demon woman named Lilith?
She sounds hot.
She was extremely hot. So hot that she I think she was attacking I don't know what the story is. Something about she I think she attacked people's babies or something. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, it just shows that if the Bible's true, we're all inbreds, by the way.
Well, just look at us.
They multiplied. Yeah, we're all very similar. Yeah, there's a few different shades. And maybe some people have nice hair and beautiful teeth and some people don't. But hey, that's genetics. But look at it. We're all pretty much the same.
Some of us seem like we're missing some chromosomes.
Some of us do. We're a little bit more down than everybody else. And maybe we got an extra one. So our favorite syndrome. Are you down with the sickness? Which was what that song was really about. Disturbed's Down with the Sickness. Yeah.
I didn't realize they felt so strongly about that.
They do, and they did, and they still do.
That explains the weird lip ring he had.
That also explains the ooh wah ah ah ah. That's somebody with down going laughing. Ooh ah ah ah.
Oh
that's
my
what
gosh.
that is.
Let's get out of here. Let's wrap it up.
Wind it up. I'm getting ready to go off on one, baby. Mike's gonna reel me in. Mike's getting ready to ban me. All right. So hey, each and every Monday night we do it at 9:00. Me and Mike jump on and we try to bring you a little bit of humor, a little bit of levity, a little bit of light, a little bit of fun, sometimes a little bit of naughty, but it's all in good fun. And we appreciate you tuning in. But join us each and every Monday night. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It doesn't cost you a penny, and we do appreciate it. And if you're just interested in the audio version of our show, which comes out each and every Friday, make sure you check us out. We do appreciate it. We appreciate all our friends over at Unfiltered Studios. And go Broncos. We're weeks away from getting down, and I'm in Miami, bitch. We gotta play that song. Ah, shit. That's the song I need to play next week, boy. That's right. I don't know why I sounded like Rugrat or whatever his name is right there. But anyway, Mike, you got anything else for these fine motherfucking knuckleheads?
No. Let's
I didn't
wrap
think
it
so.
up.
Oh, wind it up. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here. We love you. You love us. And if nobody else wants to fuck you, neither do we. So go fuck yourself. We'll see you next time. Adios, motherfuckers. Bye.
Arrivederci in my pants.
Oi, mommy.